Hello and welcome to Efoiling for Oldies. In this episode, we'll look at launching the efoil from a boat, a sailboat or any big power boat with a bit of freeboard. In this case, the deck's about 4 feet above the water, which makes it a bit difficult. So here I am. I now keep the efoil on the deck most of the time, usually within its cover. Here it's just sitting on the deck, you'll see in a minute. But the battery, of course, is stored in a strong case within the cabin out of the sunshine. So the first thing is to get the efoil down and open so that the battery can be reinserted and reconnected. And that's what I'm doing here. You notice in the background, that's Rebecca Spit, just a part of Quadra Island at the north end, the northwest corner of Georgia Strait off the west coast of British Columbia. So there we are. It's connecting, and once it's connected, I'll turn the battery on, and there is a distinctive beeping. You may be able to hear that, but that reminds us that the battery's on once the cover is closed, which is what I'm doing here. Now you notice in this case I don't have the cover on the efoil. I've just got it sitting on that pad to dry out in the sun, which is kind of nice once in a while. And now that I've got the efoil almost ready to go, I'll take that pad and put it in place on the deck. Okay, now we're going to drop the efoil over the side of the boat at the gate. That's the gap in the lifelines. So just to prevent it from being scratched or from slipping, I'll put that pad in place and I'll grab a piece of line. Okay, so we're going to use just a piece of rope to lower the efoil into the water. So I'm pretty sure most efoils have handles at the front, as you see here. So I'll pass the line through both handles. There we go. And then even it out so both ends are about the same length. And that's probably 20 feet of line, probably a bit more than I need, but better a bit long than too short. Okay, once that's in place, I'll just put it to the side and pick up the foil. Now, with the battery in place, this efoil is about 65 pounds, maybe approaching 70 pounds. So it's not too hard to move on an even surface down the deck like you see here. But to put it over the side would be a bit awkward. So what I'll do instead is I'll lay the stern end on that pad and then pick up the front end and make it vertical. Now in my case, there's a handy rail there. You see it on the right-hand side, sitting on the hardtop. So whatever kind of boat you might have, hopefully there's a rail that's in the right place to help you as you lower the efoil over. I'll pass the lines around that rail, both of them, as you see here, and that creates a bit of friction to make the lowering quite a bit easier. I'll move the stern end out, and then I'll put the lines on the floor. Since I'm alone, I'll just put my foot down to hold the lines in place. But I need a little bit of slack, so let's pull the bow out, maybe 16, 18 inches, half a meter. Give us a bit of slack, and then make sure my foot's back on that line, or those lines. And at this point, I can pick up the stern end and just put it over the side, over the gunnel on the boat. Now you'll notice there's a pad down the side of the boat too, so that we don't scratch the efoil or the boat during this process. And now it's fairly easy. I take my foot off the line and let the rope run through my hand, and the efoil lowers gently into the water. Once it's in place, well, actually before I forget, I'm going to drop that line off the pulley. That's for picking the efoil up, so we'll use that on the way back, but it's there so I can secure the efoil when I come back in. And there's the line. We don't need it anymore. We'll put it away. Actually, I used to use that pulley system to lower the efoil, but we don't need anything that sophisticated. You just saw it's fairly straightforward to drop it in with just a piece of rope. Okay, there's the remote control hanging, waiting for me. I put it on my wrist, tighten it up. Now the battery's already on and the remote control's been paired. It pairs automatically after the first time once you turn it on. And I'll just test it and also just move the efoil a little bit away from the boat. There we go. It's running great. So it's ready to go. And there it is. Beautiful, and I'm ready to go. Beautiful day to be in the water right in the middle of the summer of 2022. And that's about it, but I'll end the video with just a little run. In this case, I'm not going to stand up. I'll just stay kneeling. And in a different video, I'll present a method I use, which might be handy for people like me that are a little older and less agile than we used to be. Anyway, that'll be the subject of another email, standing up on the Efoil, okay, with a bit of a prop. And here we are, we're catching some air in beautiful Drew Harbor on Quadra Island. Well, thanks for watching. Tune in for other tips in our Efoiling for Oldies series. Thank you.